Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm half joined by a special guest today. Today's video is something a little bit different and I'm going to be talking about baby changing facilities and if they could be better, if there's room for improvement there. And basically I'm taking part in a campaign with 9 other mums and dads across the country, and we have all been to 2 baby changing facilities of our choice and sort of rated how good or not so good they are. I actually filmed in these 2 locations as well, so I'll be inserting footage as I'm talking through all the different points. I am going to jump straight in. I have the questions written down here on a paper. Here we go. First facility I'm going to be talking about is the better option, the really good changing facilities that I actually go to quite frequently. What's the matter? So the first question is, how easy to find are the baby changing facilities? I say they're super duper easy to find. From the minute you get into the store, they're actually signposted with written word and symbols. Are they available for both men and women? Yes. So there's no sign on the door or anything. It's not part of the women's or the men's toilet. They're both separate. So it's completely unisex, and mums and dads or any men or women who are caring for children will have no problem at all using these facilities. Is there enough space to move around? Yes. I'd say it's actually quite a spacious area. As you can see, there's actually a little pram parking section. You could easily have another pram just to the side in the main area, and there's also sort of an off wing that I'll talk about later, which you could fit a pram into as well. Are there any additional chairs for parents with more than 1 child and breastfeeding mothers? So there is only 1 chair, although I'm sure when I've been in here before there was 2 on either side of this sort of separate room, and it's ideal for breastfeeding or even bottle feeding. It's quite comfy. I did sit in it. Alternatively, if you were just there to change your little baby and you had your other child with you, they could sit on the chair if they wanted to. Next question, are there nappies, nappy bags and surface sanitizer? No. To be honest, I don't mind, because I don't have surface sanitizer actually, but I carry like all the nappy changing essentials in my bag anyway. I suppose surface sanitizer would be handy. So I definitely think that surface sanitizer is a great idea, although I've never seen that before in a baby change, so it's definitely something that I think would be good. Oh, but there was a soap dispenser and a sink, and the soap dispenser was full, and it was like that nice sort of antibacterial foam soap, so that was a plus. How does it smell? Are there air scents or air purifiers? It smelled very clean. It kind of smelled like your standard household cleaning products, like quite fresh. And I could see an air freshener. I'm assuming it was on a timer. I'm not sure if one of the things was an air purifier or not. To be honest, I wouldn't know what one looked like, but it did smell very nice. And if you were having to feed your baby in there, you wouldn't mind at all. It did just smell very nice and clean. How safe and secure is the nappy table? Perfectly safe and secure. It's on a countertop, it has really high sides, and it has the little safety belt as well that you can use. And that also does mean there's no set weight limit. So on the baby changing tables that are on the wall, they always have a weight limit because they're fixed to a wall, but because this is on a countertop, obviously you're not going to be putting a grown-up on there, but if you have a slightly larger baby or a toddler and you need to change their nappy, you know it's going to be absolutely fine to hold their weight. Are there nappy bins? Yes, there's one of those really big yellow nappy bins. Does everything seem to be well maintained, good stock levels and fresh bins? As I said, there's no stock provided, but there were hand towel tissues there, so there wasn't nothing, but you know, not the things mentioned. The bin, I didn't film inside the bin because I didn't think anyone would want to see the inside of a nappy bin. I'm sure you all know what it looks like. It's not the nicest of things to look at, but it wasn't very full. It was fairly early on in the day, but I'm assuming that it was checked quite regularly from the overall cleanliness. Like I said before, the soap dispenser was full, which is always good. Overall, I'd say it's a fantastic facility. It's where I go all the time to change Tyler when we go out, because I know that it's It's always been clean when I go in there. It smells nice. There's plenty of room. I'm going to talk about a baby changing facility that isn't 100% awful, but there is definitely room for a fair amount of improvement. So I'm going to go through the same questions again, but compare it to this other facility. So how easy to find are the baby changing facilities? I actually got lost trying to find this facility, and I'd been there once before. I couldn't see sign posting on the ground floor of the building that I was in. And I finally got to the floor of where the toilets and the baby changing facility was. It wasn't actually signposted as a baby changing facility. It was a disabled toilet facility which had a baby changing table in it. So obviously that was what was available. Are they available for both men and women? Yes, it is a joint disabled bathroom. There's no specification of gender, so you'd have no problem changing your baby if you were male or female, mummy or daddy. Is there enough space to move around? Not really. Once the baby change table is down off the wall, you've got your pram in there with you as well, and if you have another child, then they're not going to be able to fit anywhere. You actually end up being really close to the hand dryer and the sink and the toilet all at the same time. Are there any additional chairs for parents with more than one child and breastfeeding mothers? No, not at all. Not unless you want to sit on the toilet, which obviously nobody's going to want to sit on the toilet to feed their baby. So in this instance, there's absolutely nowhere for you to feed or for your little one to sit. If you did have another child with you, there was actually quite a lot of open plumbing, so I do think this could be quite dangerous. I think there's something that definitely needs to be taken into consideration. Are there nappies, nappy bags, surface sanitizer? No, none of that either in this one, but the soap dispenser, as you can see, was also empty. How does it smell? Are there air scents or air purifiers? Didn't smell great. I could see an air freshener. Whether it was working or not, I don't know. Again, I think it was an electrical one. It was quite high up. It didn't smell nice at all. It just smelled like dirty nappies and that smelly toilet smell that you get. Because to be honest, it wasn't very clean. I didn't actually put tile on the table in this one. How safe and secure is the nappy table? Seemed fairly stable, but like I say, it was quite grubby, which isn't very nice. Although it didn't have the safety belt and harness, which I know not everybody uses. It didn't have the weight limit sticker, and I know most of them have a similar weight limit, the ones that come away from the wall. But if you don't know, like, you don't want to risk it really, do you? If your baby's like 1 kilo over or a couple pounds over. I'm sure there was a sticker on there at one point, but it's not there anymore. They could write on it. They could do something to rectify that. Are there nappy bins? Yes. There was also a pedalled sanitary bin, which didn't work, so that was pointless there. And does everything seem to be well maintained, good stock levels and fresh bins? No, I personally thought it was too dirty, and stock that was provided, i.e. the soap, it obviously wasn't well maintained. The nappy bin was almost full, and it was quite a big size nappy bin. Again, I didn't film inside it, it's not the nicest thing to look at. It was pretty impossible for all of those nappies to be from that day. Lord only knows how long they'd been there. That probably didn't help the smell in there, that general sort of not very clean bathroom smell. So overall, the dirtiness kind of put me off, like the lack of maintenance put me off. It's in a good central location, although difficult to actually find the actual bathroom. It would be nice if they were a bit nicer. If you did have another child with you, you just wouldn't fit in there. So like I said, overall the first bathroom, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It was pretty good. And then the second bathroom I'd have to give a 5. Just wasn't a pleasant experience, to be honest. And I think there is a lot of things that they could do to improve their facility. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'd love to know your thoughts on baby changing facilities in your area. Please do leave me a comment, and if you enjoyed this video, also give it a thumbs up, and I also love it if you would subscribe for more. And there is also 2 links in the down bar. One of them is to one of the campaign videos for this campaign, and it is very funny and I love it. I think it's genius. And the other link is to a blog post where I talk a little bit more about what exactly the campaign is. Take care, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye!